Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, so a couple of things happened before filming this video that I wanted to just kind of touch on because I think it's funny. Also, I was upset. This will be a short one, this video in general, so it's fine. So my dog decided, like, as I was working, to go ahead and leave a big old poop trail in the house because dogs do that sometimes. Rather than just let me know that they want to go outside. Freaking dogs. Anyway, so as I'm like, why'd you poop? Then she knocked over my camera, which really made me angry because, it's an expensive camera. I don't want it to be broken. Glad it's not broken. But I was a little worried it was because as I was trying to set it up, I was trying to get it all focused, get it everything, making sure everything's okay. I was like, oh, why is it not focusing? I was like, oh man, it might be broken. Oh no. And then I remembered my OBS software will just, it'll freeze, and then you have to reset the camera to a different camera, and then back to the main camera to get it to reset to the current vision of the camera, or currently what the camera's seeing. And I should know this because the camera's pointed right at me as I'm trying to fix it in OBS, and I'm not on the screen. And so, like, I'm sure, like, just if it had been recording in my face when I'm just like, really, dummy. so so I totally just yeah. I sometimes I don't know about myself. So keep that in mind when you're watching my political videos. All right, everybody. I don't take myself too seriously. Hopefully, you don't take me too seriously. Hopefully, we have a good time here. This is gonna be a quick one. So I am Catholic, and so this past Wednesday, was Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday, and I was very, very conflicted because with my Catholic self, I should be, in focused, not mourning per se, but a serious sacrificial type of mindset. Go to church, get the ashes on the forehead, do the penance, do a fast of sorts, not a full fast, but a fast of sorts, and just try to be more of a sacrificial, like have a mindset of what Jesus sacrificed for us, right? But also candy, because it's Valentine's Day. Candy, presents, flowers, good feelings, love, so it was really a conflicting day. And I know that was it this Pope or the last Pope was like, hey, you Irish people, I know how much you love your corned beef and cabbage, and I know St. Patrick's Day is on a Friday, so I'll just say it's okay for you guys to eat your corned beef and cabbage so you don't have to feel super guilty when you do it anyways. It's just a thing, like with us Catholics. I know some people say that it's like, oh, you're worried about the sin of eating meat during Lent, but you're not worried about premarital sex or things like, other actual sins, But I'm as a Catholic person, no one thinks it's a sin to eat meat on Friday during Lent. It's just something we try to do to try to focus on the sacrifices that Jesus made, the 40 days in the desert prior to becoming prior to going through what he went through with carrying the cross and being nailed to the cross. And so all of this is supposed to be a period of reflection and try to be grateful for what he went through for us. So if you forget, my fellow Catholics, if you forget that it's Friday and you eat that chicken nugget, you'll be okay. Non-Catholics, trust me, we don't think it's a sin. We just think we're stupid when we forget because it's such an easy thing to do. Like it's like, seriously, of all the sacrifices that we could make, we've whittled it down to, hey, on these Fridays for 40 days during the year, you can't eat meat. Oh, by the way, meat doesn't include fish. Have at it. Have a great time with the fish. Eggs, you're good. Eggs are good. You know, some people even like it's fine, meat product, whatever. Just don't eat the meat itself. You know. So if your soup has some chicken broth in it, it's such a little sacrifice, and it's so much so that we oftentimes say, "Hey, I'm going to sacrifice an additional thing during Lent to, I'm going to give up this thing during Lent to try to focus on what I should be focused on during Lent." For me this year, and I've done this before, where it's like I try to focus on sacrificing something that I should be giving up anyways, and that's so for my fellow Catholics, hey, do that, right? So I've gotten into a really bad habit of drinking too many energy drinks. They are zero energy drinks, so no sugar, but way too much caffeine and all the other chemicals that come with that. I know they're not good for me. I know I need to cut them out of my diet. So I just said, you know what? I'm done. Cold turkey. I'm done with the energy drinks. I'm going to give them up for Lent, and I'm not going back to them after Lent. That's the goal. And yeah, it's just there's simple sacrifices just to try to you know, focus a little bit more on the sacrifices that Jesus made for us. So don't take it too seriously. Don't feel like we think that it's sin. We don't, and we don't think you're sinning because you eat meat on Fridays. It's not a big deal. It's just something that we do. But yeah, so Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday. Hey, can we figure something out? Can we not let that happen again? Because yeah, I had a lot of guilt for all that junk I was eating. Oh, by the way, I got this adorable present from my girlfriend. Thought I'd share it as well. Check this guy out. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that butt. Look at that friggin' freaking corgi butts. Some of the best things ever created. But yeah, so it was a good day. Oh, just so you can kind of get an idea for how weird we are. Like, I do get my girlfriend jewelry, I get her flowers, I get her, the typical romantic type of gifts sometimes. In fact, on this Valentine's Day, I got her flowers. But you know what she wanted for Valentine's Day this year? She wanted the Walking Dead anthologies for the comic books, right? So not the actual TV series, but the comic books. So I got her like the anthologies. I actually had the first one and the second one. So really, I only needed to get her the third one and fourth one as her gift, and then she can read all four of them. They're massive. We'll see if she gets to it. But that's what she got for Valentine's Day, which is interesting. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not the only nerd in this relationship, Brandy. I'm looking at you. Looking at you. Yeah, you. All right. So relatively short video. It went longer than I was even expecting. But yeah, it was good Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, and here's a little perspective on what it is to be a Catholic. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good day.